Yes, sir. We are back with another edition of Fast Break Bets. Presented by BettingPros. You know me, no voice, no guys. Me, really, Terrell Furman Jr. here at your service. All right, 1-1. Extremely frustrating to lose that uh wings and Lynx over. Very, very frustrating. But shout out to Nneka Ogwumike. Yeah. Hey, so wow, that's I mean, that was a misclick on my end. That's the plays that I'm doing for today. I didn't even get to show you what I'm doing for. I didn't even get to talk about it yet. I had that set up wrong. There we go. Nneka Ogwumike over 17.5 points. She got to 20. It's actually extremely frustrating that she didn't climb the top of the ladder at 22.5 for us because, I mean, at 24.5 for us because she had 15 at halftime. But, I mean, nobody for the Storm showed up in the second half. Nobody. They effectively let the Sparks come walk them down, and the Sparks, the cardiac kids, are still alive. And I said it. I like Sparks plus the points. Of course, if I like him on the points, I like him on the money line. I didn't make it an official play. Very, very frustrating. I didn't make it an official play. But you know what? We ball. We ball. All right. You already saw the two plays that I'm betting for today, but if you want to actually hear me talk about them, I will talk about them in just a second. But first, it's time for everybody's favorite day of the month, the day to announce the winner of the Dominique Wilkins signed jersey. A drum roll, please. Wow, y'all are actually getting like. There's actually some people that are actually rocking with me and doing the drum roll without me having to ask extra time. Y'all are the real ones. Y'all are the real ones. All right, the winner of the Dominique Wilkins signed Hawks jersey is Samuel Newsom. Shout out to Samuel Newsom. You have won the Dominique Wilkins signed Hawks jersey. All you have to do is send an email to mailbag@fantasypros.com with your mailing address and a screenshot of your YouTube account while logged in so we know that you subscribe to the Betting Pros YouTube channel, and we will ship out your Dominique Wilkins signed Hawks jersey. So congrats to Samuel Newsom for winning that jersey. And I cannot wait to show you what we have for the month of September, but I'll do that another day. Shout out to Samuel Newsom. Make sure you send an email, mailbag@fantasypros.com with your mailing address and your proof of subscription, and we will send you that Dominique Wilkins signed jersey. Now, let's talk about bigger business. My New York Liberty are on the road going up against my Valkyries. What a game. What a game. My two loves here battling it out. Liberty are trying to secure a playoff spot, which they still haven't done somehow, despite dominating the first part of the season. And my Valkyries are trying to secure their first playoff spot ever in their first season ever. We still haven't had 3 games in a row where the Valkyries have not covered the first half. You should know that you should be betting Valkyries first half. It's plus 3.5 today. Throwing that out there. Jonquel Jones has a mismatch in this game that I don't think the Valkyries are going to be able to step up to. Now, the Valkyries have been very good, and I will give them that much. They have been very good at guarding the center position, despite me believing that they really truly do have an undersized team. Teammate Fabile is what, 6'4"? Yeah, 6'4". And then you're going up against the former MVP of the entire league, last year's finals MVP, Jonquel Jones. And I think that that's going to be an easier sight. That's going to be a easier said than done. Jonquel Jones has been over 22.5 points and rebounds in her lone game against the Valkyries she's played. She's been over in 5 of her last 8 here that she has gone over 22 and a half points. And this team revolves around Jonquel Jones. I understand that she's not the quote unquote face of the team. You got Breanna Stewart and Sabrina Ionescu with more notoriety. I mean, Jonquel Jones went right down the road to Georgetown. So like she doesn't have the big notoriety as some of these other players play, but when the Liberty play and Jonquel Jones doesn't play, it's a completely different team. They're a horrible rebounding team. With her, they become even worse without her. She understands I have to be there and do my part on the boards because we are not that good of a rebounding team and we just cannot figure that aspect out. And especially with Naira Sabali in and out of the lineup as she has been this season. So Jocko Jones really has to command a presence and take and go out there and really force the rebounding aspect. But then it's nobody that can keep up with her. She can shoot the three, she can drive, get to the line. Like she's so good in just being able to score the basketball. So I think that Jocko Jones is going to have a really good game here. I do. I think that her size gives her a leg up, and now it's going to be on Natalie Nakase to kind of coach her out of it. But I think that there's some other options that she's going to be a little bit more focused on. Sabrina's questionable; she should be in this game. She's going to game plan for her. Breanna Stewart coming back, game planning for her. Like that's also what makes Jocko Jones so good with this team because as a quote unquote second or third option that she is on this team, she completely thrives in that role and just gives the Liberty the boost and ends the runs if the Liberty are on a bad run or they're letting other team go on a bad run. She ends the runs, gives them that spark. So I like Jocko Jones here yet again over 22 and a half points and rebounds. All right. Play number two. Before I get to that, actually, I gotta talk to you about the WNBA prop bet cheat sheet. Make sure you go lock into the WNBA prop bet cheat sheet. Crush the WNBA bets with the Betting Pros WNBA prop bet cheat sheet. It's updated daily with recommended bets for points, rebounds, assists, and more. They give out the best player prop picks based on our projections and the sportsbook lines. So go over to bettingpros.com/WNBA props or download the Betting Pros app to start cashing in today. Bettingpros.com/WNBA props or download the Betting Pros app. All right, let's get into it. Indiana Fever on the road going to play the Phoenix Mercury. Mercury laying 166.5 is total. Indiana, don't make me regret this. I'm taking the Fever +6 here. Sprinkle on the money line. The Phoenix Mercury have secured their playoff spot. They have nothing else to worry about. Yes, they probably are battling for seeding, so I think that there is some combativeness that's going to go on in this game. But ultimately, the Indiana Fever play really fast. Really fast. They get up and down the court. They put a bunch of shots up. They were horribly efficient the last time that they played this team here, and it just so happened that it was also in Phoenix. But I think this Indiana Fever team understands the dire situation they're in with the Sparks on their heels. They're trying to secure a playoff spot. There's only a few games left, and they've got to really lock in here towards the end of the season. And it's not like they have bad moments. Like they've been about a 500 ball club since the All Star break, 7-7. So it's not like they have a bunch of bad moments. It's just sometimes they drop the ball. And here I see an opportunity where one they play an Indiana, not an Indiana, they play a Phoenix Mercury team that's gone that they've actually gotten their number at home, and it's just they have to be able to do it on the road. I think that Kelsey Mitchell and Odyssey Sims have been playing amazing. Aliyah Boston has been playing amazing, and those are the matchups that they're going to be able to need to go out here and compete. And I think they will. I ultimately do kind of think they will compete in this game. Make this a close one, not let Phoenix run out here and run wild away with it, especially in that game after Phoenix has clinched the playoff spot. And maybe Phoenix decides, hey, Satu's been dealing with stuff all season. Clea Copper's been dealing with stuff all season. Maybe we sit one of the two. Maybe we sit somebody. You just saw the uh who was it? The Minnesota Lynx last night did it with Caleb McBride. Now they still covered, which probably isn't the best situation to use here, but I think that this is an Indiana team that kind of matches up well with the Phoenix Mercury, and it really only takes a really good shooting day from three, and they can really, really push the Mercury for this game. And the Mercury haven't been the best defensively. Now they've had their moments, and they've, of course, just had the really, really big game against the New York Liberty, and they held them to 63 points. And this is a nice little letdown spot after that game, playing the Indiana Fever here at home after clinching a playoff spot after beating the Liberty. Like, but defensively, they've given up 80 points multiple times over the last 5 games. And I think this is a situation where if you kind of play around with this Indiana Fever team and you underestimate them, that is when they really come and punch you in the mouth and find a way to win games. And I know they feel the desperation that they have right now this season with having to play this game. Then you got Chicago, Washington, and Minnesota left. So I think that the wins need to start piling up just to make sure that they secure that spot because it looks like the Sparks aren't going away. And I know my Valkyries aren't going away and they're going to be competing for the playoffs. So we're going to see here. We're going to see what happens. I like the Indiana Fever +6. Money line price is +205. I do think the Fever are in this game. I do. And I don't normally bet the Fever too often, to be honest, especially with the injuries right now. But I think the Fever are in this game. So give me the Fever +6. And those are the two plays if you didn't see them earlier. Jonquel Jones over 22.5 PR and the Indiana Fever +6 for the game. With that, I'm at really real __. Make sure you give me a follow on X at Betting Pros on X and TikTok at Betting Pros NFL on Instagram and YouTube.com/Betting Pros, where you can remember it's after Labor Day. The all white is gone until next Memorial Day. No more all white. All white top, all white bottoms, all white pants, all white everything is done after Labor Day until Memorial Day. And with that, I have nothing else to say, nothing else to do, no other way of ending the podcast. Just gonna do like this. We are out of here.